Center in Chicago, so I had a weekend street, and I came back up to Watson's and would play with those guys on Friday and Saturday night. It was just a real joy. When Bob Hirsch left for California, there were some folks that thought we weren't going to make it, but we started at the loading dock. Hod Russell on piano. Hod was from the Twin Cities, and he had roomed with Vic Spiderbeck. Bix went to the University of Iowa for one semester and flunked out. And Hod said, I taught Bix how to drink. So that was a very interesting thing, but he was a marvelous piano player, brought with him a wealth of history, jazz history, and he helped the group get started. Terry Groshek was on bass, Lou Calogero on drums, Dan Kaufman on trombone, and Gordon Denuser on clarinet and tenor sax. That was the band that cooked at the loading dock under the wonderful World Jazz Band. And then we went to work for the Lacrosse Queen, and we had 4 years, Saturdays and Sundays, and probably occasional Wednesdays and Thursdays, private parties, and that was a wonderful time for our band, and that's when we really got strong. And we were called to represent the state of Wisconsin at New Orleans 1984 World's Fair. And we were there, and we did a super job. Unfortunately, we didn't get any support from our local community. It was Miller High Life out of Milwaukee that gave the grant for us to go down. We were kind of hoping my fraternity brother, Russ Cleary, would have supported, Highland supported, but they didn't. For some reason, I don't know what was happening in that, but Miller did. And so we went down to New Orleans, and we had a marvelous experience. The German Navy was in on the USS Deutschland, and all the officers were invited to the Commissioner General's place in the World's Fair complex. And the band played for them. And Germans, they don't just clap their hands. When you make a point with them, they stomp their feet. And we were on the second floor of this building, and we thought it was going to collapse. They were so impressed. They couldn't believe that a band from Wisconsin could be playing New Orleans jazz like we were better than most of the New Orleans bands down there. And I say that. That wasn't just my impression, but that's what the people who were there in the audience in New Orleans said, wow. You know, so anyway, I come back recently from New Orleans. Dustin Mobley is with a Winona Steve Clivey band. Dustin was down there playing trombone with us, and we had a very cold New Orleans Mardi Gras, but a great one. We had 2 clear days where our parades we were really singing, doing a good job. So Dustin, thank you for being here with your very fine friend. And so we bring you greetings from New Orleans. Now, it's time for Dick Chafee to sing.
What do you want to do, trip on the train? Sure.
Okay. I took a trip on the train, and I thought about you.
This is what the great Tony Bennett used to do. I remember 1951. I was in Washington, D.C., and Tony and Margaret Whiting were at the Capitol Theater. Tony was just a warm-up act at that time, because he was not really anybody. And all the guys from the music school went down there to hear what the show was going to be like. The band started to play, and Tony walks out on the stage. And you've never heard such a rude group. The whole audience was hissing and booing. They never even heard him sing yet. So the band stops, he walks off the stage. The conductor starts the band again. He walks out, and they did it a second time. And he didn't know what in the world to do. So here comes Margaret Whiting. She was a little bit of a squirt. She walks out and grabs the mic from him. She says, "Either you jackasses let this kid sing, or I will not do my show." So he says to the leader, "Start over again." And it was just silent in there. And Tony came out and did his show and just tore the place apart. Did a wonderful show. Within 6 months, he was a big name. Of course, at that time, nobody had hardly ever heard of him, but he made it, and yet, can you believe it? The guy is still out singing. I think he's 82 or 3. 160. I know the feeling. Anyway, we're going to do a tune that he does. It's called "I Took a Trip on a Train."